Hi, it's Joey Reynolds and the owl, the wise owl. Hi, Ollie, how are you? President Biden, wow. Yeah, I know, he's like Charlie Brown. Why is everybody always picking on me? It seems that whenever a guy is a president of the United States, after a couple of years, we all find a way to remove him. I'm laughing because it's true. I mean, first a guy could be unless every once in a while someone will escape a bullet and get a second term. But I remember even George Bush and Nixon, and you could name them all, and Obama's second term, they slide on the way out, man. But Biden's got it after 2 years. Well, come on. I mean, let's look at this. I'm not a political talk show. I'm a political atheist. But let's look at this thing. First of all, we had a worldwide epidemic. Now, who's ever going to answer that? You're going to blame? We try to blame China. We try to blame everybody. You can't blame anybody for that. It came, and it's not gone. It ain't gone. All right, so we got that. Then we have this ridiculous hostile election where everybody got mad at each other and started to act out, which is what happened on that January 6th thing and all of that business. Whether you like it or not, that's what happened. And, it's disturbing because it's an attack on our Senate and the government and the Congress. Not that I love these guys, but, come on. You can't just be storming a place of business for the U.S. government and expect they're not going to do anything. Try doing that with the IRS. Try going in there and getting your taxes back or lowered. Try staying out of jail. For some reason, the people who are the most powerful in this country are not the senators and the congressmen. It's the IRS, which stands for It Really Sucks. That's it, period. They run the show. They run the show. And, I always say there's only a couple things you got to do in life. You got to pay taxes and die. Is that it? Those are two things that are required in life. My father used to always say that. That's all you got to worry about. Pay your taxes and die. Oh, I don't worry about death. Although that was a big topic on TV this morning. They took a survey in England of 1,000 people, figured out that there is life after death. And of the 1,000, half of them believe that you're going to run into a relative again. Another one is that you're going to have a cat and a dog that you had. You're going to see them again. People believe a lot of things, but I don't have any evidence of anything except maybe a text message that I got once from Nigeria with a guy pretending he was God. But I got nothing else. I mean, nobody else has ever given me any indication. Now, I did have some visits from people from outer space, but those are my relatives. So, no big deal. I don't know what we're doing with this society of ours, but we're all nervous and on edge. We want to take our masks off. That's a little too soon to do that. I mean, you don't take your mask off. Even the Lone Ranger didn't do that. You don't take it off until it's time. And speaking of the Lone Ranger, Clayton Moore, who was my friend in Calabasas, California, he was a neighbor when I lived there. We lived there when that was a dirt road. Now it's like the Beverly Hills of the Valley. And Clayton Moore was he was the Lone Ranger in the movies, and Jay Silverheels was at the movie star's home at the end of the road in Calabasas. That's where he lived. He was in a home, a movie star's home. But, Clay had his own beautiful townhouse. And the Rather Corporation, which owned the Queen Mary and the Spruce Goose, they decided to make a movie of the Lone Ranger, and they decided to not have an old guy like Clayton. So they wanted a young kid to play the Lone Ranger. And in the process, they had ordered that Clayton could not wear his mask anymore because he was not going to be the Lone Ranger. And they had a court order he could not wear the mask. So you know what Clay did? He went out and had sunglasses made shaped like a mask. But they always say there's only two things in life. You got to pay your taxes. What is it you can't do? Oh, I know. You can't marry your sister, and you can't take the mask off the Lone Ranger. Yeah, that's what it was. Something like that. All these sayings, where do they come from? from Blackish, Jewish. What is it? I said I wrote that thing today. You know, the Blackish is the series that is over with now after 8 years. So there's no more Blackish. There is Jewish. Don't that series is still going. And let's see what else is there. I gave over the Foolish. Yeah, they're still Foolish. We still have that. That hasn't been canceled yet. And I don't know. I don't know where this is all going. Not my bit. I mean the country. But I did write a book called. I didn't write the book. I am writing a book. It's called Plumbers Don't Chew Their Nails. But this is another thing. This is the world famous prophet by Khalil Gibran. He was born in Lebanon, in the east, of course, and I recorded the prophet. I did the recording with Jimmy Wisner, famous producer. He did all the music, and I did the reading. And you'll find this Gibran masterpiece, which is beautiful. It talks about everything, all about children and life, and even people who misbehave on the planet, which we are experiencing now. I want to tell you to get the prophet, get a hold of it. You can get it online, the prophet, or you can go to any one of these bookstores. But what I was going to say to you, and I am saying it, is that the foolishness of people, see, foolishness has not gone away. But you know, we have this desire of power and money. It's choking everybody. You know, today Russia decided that they have an intercontinental missile. They should use a prayer missile. I mean, what are we doing? Everybody is threatening everybody with these nuclear weapons, and mine is bigger than yours. I mean, that's like in school. We do that in school. You know, I mean, where are we going with it? It's so childish. That's not gone either. The childishness. So we have to end it somewhere. I mean, somebody's got to see. What our tendency is to just go and smash these guys, and it's like going to the fun house where they have those little gophers that come out and you hit them with a hammer, and there's another one pops up, another one pops up, and that's what we're doing with these people. You know who they are. I mean, we all know who they are, and they're like, they don't go away. We've had Saddam Hussein. Good, bad, or indifferent. Some people like these guys too, you know. They're friends with them. The president of one of the NATO countries, Hungary, is friends with Putin. He likes him. The guy from Syria, who is not on our side, you know, he did chemical warfare and a lot of other things that I don't like to think about this because then it sounds like the news, which is very negative. And I can't watch the news anymore. It just makes me, I used to watch it while I ate dinner. You can't eat and watch the news anymore. You'll be spitting up your food. I don't know. I guess I don't want to talk anymore about this stuff, but I do want to say that the reason why the president of North Korea or the chairman of North Korea or whatever, that kid that inherited his father's kingdom, you know, that little dictator in North Korea, the reason he's pissed off is because he doesn't have Samsung. Because they don't have any money. They never had. Samsung's a big company, you know, and there's a lot of other things that are big, and like Daewoo, it's a bank, you know, and appliances, electronics. South Korea is pretty healthy. The North Koreans, they suck. They don't have any money, and so the people are all military, you know. Whenever there's no money, they all put on uniforms and start putting money into weapons. So that creates an economy, you know, that world economy, that world-class power that nobody really gets a handle on anyway. See, I'm powerless, and my life is unmanageable. So I don't know about you, but I surrender to the whole concept of power. And I do know that I'm a one of a kind, because they're never going to there'll never be another me. Why would they make one of these? Oh, no. Isn't that right, Owl? Yeah. No more Joeys. That's what I thought. So this is my matinee rap. Usually I only do one a day, you know, because I'm only good for one of these monologues. But I felt like I should give you the news and do it my way today, instead of waiting for David Muir to pound his fist and go like this and Start saying, thank you, David, thank you, David, thank you, David. This is like, forget about it. The forget about it news. All right, that's it. Tomorrow I'll be back. I'll have more rap. Joey Reynolds rap. Rap. It won't stop.